We go through a lot of heat guns here in the garage, but so far this has been the best. Hey guys, finally he sleeps here. Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to take a look at our current heat gun. This new Craftsman 12.5 amp, it's got a cord. Corded heat gun, the reason being so far, it's been the best one we've had over the years, and we've had quite a few and from different manufacturers. First though, make sure you subscribe here at YouTube on my new GearHeads channel for all things automotive. Now, I know I normally post a lot of video game content, but I spend an unrealistic amount of time around cars, whether it's in the garage, keeping them running, building something custom, or traveling to meets and shows. Setting up this channel just made sense. Thanks a lot for checking it out and subscribing below. It's free and does make a big difference. All right, back to the Craftsman heat gun. We've had Wagner, Black & Decker, DeWalt, and even the last one was a Porter cable, both wired and battery powered over the last couple of years. Now, until this Craftsman, the Porter cable was my favorite so far. It was a 1500 watt with a 2-speed fan and variable temp control from 120 degrees to 1150 Fahrenheit. It worked great for about 2 years. Then the fan burned out. Now, honestly, that's what I would have done when it died, but I was in desperate need and didn't want to wait the extra couple of days for the delivery. So instead went with the 1500 watt Craftsman that was available for next day pickup on Amazon at the time. It was like 10 bucks more, but had similar reviews, and I've always trusted Craftsman because of their warranties. Now, honestly, I didn't want to wait an extra day for shipping. That's what it was. We were in the middle of a project, and I couldn't wait the time. Now, like the Porter cable, the Craftsman has a 2-speed fan and variable temp control from 120 degrees to 1200 degrees, which is 50 more degrees than the Porter cable on the top end, but that's negligible, and I mean, I wouldn't put much stock in that. But you can sit the heat gun on its back to use it for upright control, which is nice for certain projects where you need both hands to hold whatever you're working with, and don't mind a 1200 degree plume of hot air blowing up, from your workbench. In all seriousness, using it hands-free like that at lower temps is quite helpful, and it does make sense at times. For us though, we use it more for warming metal when we're rolling or pulling fenders, working with bolts where we don't want to bust out a torch, and vinyl graphics like wrapping and decals. For vinyl, you can use it for post heating, especially in small areas for small stuff, but it works better for warming the vinyl as you apply. Now, for post heating, we recommend a wider infrared curing lamp. We use the Datouboss, whatever. It's a 1000 watt handheld baking lamp for that, which is, absolutely fantastic. It's cheap as a post heating lamp. Back to the Craftsman gun. It's sturdy, it's well constructed, it feels substantial, it puts out steady heat, unlike the battery powered units you can buy for a substantially increase in cost. Some things are just better with a cord. Not everything has to be battery powered around the shop. Heat guns are one of those. One of the issues we did have with previous heat guns was the connection of where the cord meets the main body. Where it just kind of felt loose after time. It's just flimsy. There is no issue at all there on the Craftsman. We've dropped it, we've thrown it around, and literally banged the shit out of it from time to time. Sometimes your hands are holding vinyl in a place, or you're in a weird position under a car, and handling the heat gun with kid gloves just really isn't an option, so it gets tossed over on the ground or whatever. Despite that, this gun has held up really well. Well enough for me to actually throw a review video together. Now, if you're looking for a heat gun, I'd completely recommend the Craftsman. If you have an affinity for Porter cable, I wouldn't hesitate to buy another one of those either. I'll put the links to both in the description. As for the heat curing lamp I mentioned earlier, the link for that is in there as well, just in case you're into vinyl wrapping. Both the curing lamp and the heat gun have similar uses when dealing with cars, and especially vinyl wrapping, but the big difference is one features a fan and the other just radiates heat. Now the gun directs the heat, the curing lamp just radiates it. That's it. If this was helpful, make sure you subscribe here at the channel. I'm FinallyHeSleeps, and as always, as long as you keep tuning in, I'll keep making videos. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thanks for watching the video. If you're looking for more car-related content, make sure you subscribe here on the GearHeads channel. If you're looking for video game stuff, we've divided YouTube up into 4 different channels. Over there, you'll see the link for FC Mobile, Raid Shadow Legends, and then GearHeads for a few laughs, basically where we make fun of the alpha male.